Another round of grappling here. This one with a lot of submissions, a lot of wrist locks. And you can see I'm rolling with someone who's much smaller than me. Probably have 70 or 80 pounds on him. So I'm letting him get some positions. And since he's new to rolling with me, I'm going to trap him with my turtle Kimura setup. As you can see, I get the overhook on the right side. And then I go into that roll. And not only does he not have a back mount because I blocked the bottom hook, but I have him stuck in a Kimura on the right arm. And he does have his hands protected, but I can wrist lock him, which I caught him with right there. So on the second round, I give him the same type of exposure here. And again, most people get pretty excited when you give them a back mount and they forget about protecting their arms. So you can see he jumps in right away and overcommits on the right side. I once again get an overhook on the right side, flip him over, and now he's in the same predicament he just was in. And I'm in no rush because he's the one that actually is carrying my weight here. And you can see I separate the hands, I go right into the wrist lock again, and I'm able, once I get on top of the hands, I fake like I'm going to go in ways, switch, and once I climb my left hand up a little bit, I'm going to be able to secure another wrist lock right there. At this point, I want to give him the heads up because he's falling for that trap. So I break it down what's going on when he's in a turtle position. If I'm the one making the mistake, I'm overcommitting right now with my right arm so he can trap my elbow, roll to his hip, and now that puts him in a Kimura, or puts me in a Kimura. So I'm telling you the key is to keep your hands on your navel. That way your elbows stay behind his hips so there's no way to secure my elbow. When I overcommit like I did there, that obviously exposes my elbow. So I gave him a fair warning there after the 2 wrist locks. And now, once again, he's working from top. At this point, I'm going to shift into a closed guard and a bad camera angle for you guys, but I get a left underhook and then I have a cross face, which then I move my right elbow across his face into a shoulder crunch. I then stretch the leg so I can get a butterfly hook and then go into a sumigayeshi, get top position, and now I can transition into an arm triangle. And I have side position now. I have my wrists crossed, thumbs pointed up. I feel if I wanted to finish this, I could have. I didn't want to squeeze that much because I'm a lot bigger than him. I don't want to bully him and break his neck or whatnot. So I just try to ease into pressure and then I decided to switch and go into a back take transition. However, I didn't stick the back well. I was a little bit too loose and he did a good job of keeping his left leg inside. So he was able to walk over. I still had underhooks though, so he couldn't wrestle up. And I was able to hold him down long enough to get top position. It also helps, like I said, I'm a lot bigger than him, so I was able to maintain that position. Now I am looking to set up a Kimura here. I got the Kimura grip, but he's reaching inside his thighs, so I switch into the armbar. And now I get both my legs in play with the Kimura grip. Use the bicep slicer setup to make him release. And now he's in an open grip, which is a lot weaker. He is trying to swim, or not swim rather. He's trying to go over. And I'm taking my time here. Again, I have a lot of control in this position. And in a moment, I'm going to flip him, break the grip. And I'm just throwing the leg over as I turn my hips to the right. At this point, I break the grip here, and now I'm just letting him work. I'm not extending my hips, so he's able to try to swim a little bit. He comes over, and I threaten the wrist lock a little bit, just giving him things to work on here. He then is going to roll through, escape, And I'm going to go back into my guard. Unfortunately, we can't see the sweep here. I go into a reverse Kimura. You might see a little bit of it on the edge of the screen there. There's a reverse Kimura. I go flower sweep, which is again another wrist lock setup here. So I still had the reverse Kimura on that arm. And now I'm going to climb up into a high position. You're going to see my right leg steps up. My left knee is in a shin pin. Now he's in a lot of problems, and this is a game over. And at this point, I'm going to wrist lock him for the fourth time here. So, or was that the third time? I'm not sure, but there's a lot of wrist locks on this video. All right. Now we get one more round in. Again, he's working to pass. I give him my back. He forgot about the Kimura, and he left himself exposed here. Although this time he did a better job of defending his arm. His arms are in tighter. My elbow is not as deep. His elbow is not as deep. So I don't feel I'm going to get it. So I have another trick up my sleeve. Rather than Kimura the top arm, I'm going to switch and Kimura. Rather than Kimura the bottom arm, I'm going to Kimura the top arm. So you can see I'm going to manipulate so I can get an overhook on my left arm. You see how he has his arm over. Wrist control, I'm going to switch. Now I can Kimura that top arm. And that's actually a much stronger Kimura. That's bad news for him. So I'm going to threaten the Kimura and go into a straight arm lock here. And that's going to be all she wrote. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of all of my latest videos on YouTube. But really the best place to find all my content is my website, davidmma.com. You can register for free and get access to 4 free courses, including Kimura Fundamentals, Essential Half Guard Kimura, Essential Half Guard Passing, and much more.